Hi, I'm Celeste, and welcome to Find Your Purple. Well, one of the comments I got was from Anne, and she asked me to talk about the difference between, I don't know if it was my 60s and my 50s, or now versus earlier. And I'm really going to go back to that and think about it more, because I'm really was struggling to even remember my 50s. And I know that sounds really, really weird, but my 50s were a blur. I think there were financial issues. I was real estate. The market was going up and down. I was still getting used to being divorced. I was searching, but I wasn't finding, and I wasn't changing. I kind of just was. And so that whole decade of my life was fighting the aging process. I wasn't comfortable with getting older. I was trying to hide the wrinkles or hide myself or something. I don't know. I guess I was just lost. So when I compare that to my 60s, especially my later 60s, my first couple years were still an extension of my 50s. It wasn't until 62, as I mentioned, I think in some video, that I started looking forward rather than looking back. Maybe that's how you put it. But there's a peace I have now that I never had before at all, let alone in my 50s. And I didn't know I was missing it. But it's different than happiness. It's just, I don't know any other word but peace, that I'm comfortable. Yeah, there's another wrinkle, but there's a little more of a philosophical thought about it, as opposed to, oh my gosh, there's another wrinkle, or sag, or, anything that shows the years are passing me by. But so I consider the last 5 years especially, I'm embracing the aging process, but it's even Find Your Purple. It's all about change. My 50s, I didn't change at all. I was fighting it. I was struggling. I was lost. I was just existing. Now I'm living. Now I find joy in the little things. Now I don't need all the trips and the stuff, and I did buy a lot of stuff. If there was an infomercial about it, back when the infomercials first started, I'd buy it, which is why I got into a lot of debt. Name the gadget, I probably bought it. I wasn't sleeping at night, and if I watched it for 30 minutes and it was, not over 1,000, I wasn't doing those crazy things, but chances are I tried it. If it promised me I'd be happier, look better, feel better, think better, I tried it. And some things over the years, and I still try stuff, and I'll probably cover that in the coming weeks, some of my favorite. And probably out of 10 things I tried, maybe 1 or 2 worked. But some of them, really, really worked well. So I didn't consider it a total loss. But I don't need all that now. In fact, I downsized from a big house to a little house, and now I have a roommate who took the front 2 bedrooms and 2 closets and a bathroom, so that made me downsize again, and that's okay. I realize I just had too much stuff. I was relying on stuff, I guess, to make me happy. Didn't realize it at the time, and again, I had my kids. I wasn't in a depression or anything, but as a person, internally, I was struggling and on a search. And again, but I wasn't changing. And I think that's the key. If I encourage you to do anything, it's change. Just, it's exercises change, diets change, joining a new group. It's changing makes you feel, alive. And I feel much, much younger than I did in my 50s. And that's really kind of bizarre. And maybe that's, again, the piece about it. I used to think you couldn't change after a certain date. But I've gotten my hair back. I've gotten my body's better. I've gotten my skin it's got its issues, and I'm still working on it. I'm still optimistic. I'm now doing things I had not done before, but I'm optimistic that more changes can come. I think it's exciting that the brain can change, and they've proven it. And the more you do, the easier it is to change. So again, I'll probably be showing on a video. I can kind of juggle. I'm not great yet, and I only do it 90 seconds a day. I do it when my tea's heating up or something like that. So I literally set the timer for 90 seconds, and I'll just practice it. Rubik's Cube, I can do it. I can do it in about 3 minutes. I was hoping for under 2. Again, I just have it at the side of my bed and, I'll work on it. Not every day, but, some days. Again, I didn't think I could do that in my 50s. But we can do anything. And it's just, we're setting our own limits. And all those commercials, they really make it a bad picture about getting older. You're either falling apart, can't get up, or you're golfing and dancing. And I don't golf or dance, and I'm not falling on the floor. It's like they're trying to put us in this box, and we don't fit there. We didn't fit there in the 70s. I went into a corporate career, became an executive, and that wasn't the box that was meant for me, from society's standpoint. There were a lot of changes. I think the baby boomers, we got to change the box they're putting us in now. I'm more than 65 plus, check. That's not me. I'm not like you, and I'm not like him, and I'm not like her. We have more control over our lives and our destiny and our health than I think we ever thought we did. So, and I will think about it more clearly, or more carefully, I guess, and maybe I can give more of a concrete answer. So I guess I would sum it up like this. I spent my 50s looking back, searching, not changing, and kind of feeling sorry for myself about where did life go and is this it? Fast forward to my 60s, after 62, after I credit a lot of that on my faith. And my 60s are about embracing the new, embracing the future, still searching, but changing and accepting and peace and growth and kind of an excitement and knowing if I want to do something and I'm willing to commit to it, I can do it. I'm not willing to commit to a lot of things anymore. I don't promise to do things or commit even to myself to do things unless I know I'm willing to work. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people. Change requires work and effort and perseverance. And that's where you have to decide if you want something bad enough that you're willing to do it, whether it's exercise, skincare products, learning new skills. It requires a commitment. And I think a lot of people skip that part. They want to jump to knowing how to do it. And that's just not how things work in life. So that's it for today. And I'll see you next time. As always, grab your cup of tea, sit back, and let's start sharing. Until next time, bye-bye.